stuff over there. Hopefully the net will sound a little better today.
Copy that. Yeah, it sounds good. I'm also testing out a little on my radio, so I don't know if it's the speaker or it's just sounding good, but so far so good.
Yeah, well, you're coming in through the RF on the repeater real nice and loud and clear. No static behind you, nothing.
Sounds good. Copy that. Yep, I hear you coming in loud and clear. And I think I heard 819, I think you said his call sign was. He came in loud and clear as well. So far, so good. Also, just an announcement, who wants to watch the live stream, we are currently live on YouTube right now. WRKJ296.
And that YouTube channel is Broadnet GMRS Repeater Systems. So if you type in Broadnet, they'll come up. Hey, Mark, did you check in Sonny? I thought I heard Sonny trying to check in early.
Yeah, I think he was working with
Joel, I'm not sure. Mark, I did hear him check him in. I think he did check him in.
Copy, and wow, for lack of, I don't know his call sign, checked in on Facebook. I think that's the kid with the disability. He, I don't know how to call his disability, so we'll call it a disability. He's trying to check into Facebook. I saw that you asked what was his call sign. I don't think he can see that.
Copy. Yeah, I was waiting for him to respond to that. I don't remember his call sign, but I'll let Mark know. I'll tell him his name. I think Mark remembers his call sign from last week. But I'm going to wait till he responds. If he doesn't respond, then I'll let Mark know either way.
Copy that. Okay, I'm about 4 or 5 clicks away from the QTA. WQCR 739. I see a lot of people logged in on the Zello channel. Let's support the Broadnet YouTube. Let's get it up there. Even if you don't watch the whole video, because you guys are listen to it on your Zello app or radio, whatever you're listening to on it. Just go pass by, give it a like, so we can get it on YouTube's algorithm. So you guys can just go in there, give it a like, and subscribe. We'll appreciate that over here at the Broadnet, WQCR 739. That YouTube stuff streaming is not an easy thing to do, so little going over there and showing a little support, we highly appreciate it. Chris, the guy that does that on his own time. We do have some sponsors from time to time, but not really much for the time that he puts into that. So we'll appreciate any participant, anyone that will go in there, give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
Jerusalem, ikayala yami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami
Everyone stand by. Net's about to start. Mark, I'm not sure if you're hearing the repeater, but the repeater did already ID.
All right, copy that. Stand by for net. We'll be starting in 20 seconds. Good evening, everybody. This is your net control, Mark, WREZ914 for this evening. This is the Thursday night Broadnet meeting. This net meets every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern and is open to all members. This is a direct net, and all traffic should be coordinated by net control. If at any point during this net you have comments or responses, please call for net control. The net control operator will coordinate all traffic. During this net, if there is an emergency or priority of traffic, feel free to break in at any time. For tonight's net, we are also live streaming on YouTube. Please visit us at Broadnet/YouTube or search on your YouTube app for the Broadnet GMRS system. Tonight's YouTube stream is brought to us by Richmond County REACT. All right, tonight's order of operation, before we begin, I would like to talk about the first board meeting we had with the group, and then we'll do the Central Kansas REACT check-in. Actually, they've already checked in. They were out for Skywarn, so skip Central Kansas. We'll go to Richmond County REACT check-in. Chris will be doing that tonight, followed by the general membership check-in. After general membership check-in, we do the late, new, and missed check-ins. And then we will conclude, instead of doing a roundtable, we're going to do a little ham study. I'll have some questions like would be presented on the ham test, and I'll see if anyone can give me an answer, and then we'll kind of explain it. So we'll do a little ham study, and I'll explain a little bit more in just a second about that. All right, first order of business tonight is congratulations. The board had their first meeting, which they adopted the bylaws, the newly formed board of the Broadnet GMRS system. So if you see them or talk to them, congratulate them for their successful adoption of it. The board members are as follows now. The founder of the Broadnet, Joel WQZR739. The president of the Broadnet is going to be Edwin, WQUZ499. Vice president is myself, Mark, WREZ914. Our Elmer will be Juan, WQRL347. He will also be the secretary. Our membership coordinator director is Joseph, WQRH355. Our social media director is Chris, WRKJ296, who also is helping bring the live stream tonight. And our special events coordinator / secretary is Crystal, WROH602. Congratulations. Before the net, I was monitoring, and Ken with the Central Kansas REACT checked in. He said him and Tom were going to Skywarn class tonight, and they were not going to be able to check in during the regular meeting. So I've got 2 checked in for Central Kansas REACT. Now we're going to pass it over to Chris for the Richmond County REACT.
Thank you, Mark. This is Chris, WQNR751. I'm going to start the check-ins. I am at the top of the list, so I'm going to check in, starting with myself. R1 checking in.
R2 checking in.
And we have a pre-check-in of R3. R4, are you out there? Please check in.
This is WQCR739, R4 checking in.
All right, Joel, thank you for checking in. I'm looking for R6. Please check in. Okay, we have no R6. I'm looking for R7. R7, please check in, Mark.
WRKJ29.
WRHT 661 R7 checking in.
Okay, Mark, thank you for checking in. I am looking for R8. R8, please check in. Okay, I'm looking for R9. R9, please check in.
Good evening, Net Control. This is R9 checking in. Back to you.
Thank you, Juan. I hope you're doing good this afternoon. Thank you for checking in. I'm looking for R10. R10, please check in. Okay, I'm looking for R11. R11, please check in. Okay, I'm looking for R12. R12, please check in.
WRKA792 R12 checking in.
Hey, Mike, thanks for checking in. I'm looking for R13. Please check in.
Good evening, Chris. This is WQZ 499 R13 checking in.
Hey, Edwin, thank you for checking in. I am now looking for R14. Please check in.
Hey, Chris, Jackie's a little under the weather, so I'm checking in for her.
Okay, Mike, copy that. R14 checked in. I'm looking for R15. R15, please check in. Okay, we're looking for R16. R16, please check in. Okay, we're looking for R17. R17, please check in. Okay, I'm looking for R18. Please check in.
Good evening, Chris. Please check in. R18.
Thanks for checking in, Chris, as well. Looking for R19. R19, please check in.
R19 checking in.
Hey, Steve, good afternoon. Thanks for checking in. Okay, I'm looking for R20. Please check in if you're there. Okay, we're looking for R21 now. Please check in if you're there. Okay, R53. Please check in if you're there.
R53 checking in. Good evening.
Hey, Joe, how you doing? Good evening to you as well. Thank you for checking in. Okay, I'm looking for R914. Please check in.
R914 checking in.
Okay, Mark, thanks for checking in. I'm going to call for one late call. If there's anyone out there that you missed your time slot, please check in now. Okay, that concludes the Richmond County check-ins. We have a total of 13 that checked in tonight. Thank you all who participated. Mark, for the roundtable later on, I will have traffic moving forward in the next hour. Back to you.
All right, copy that. Thank you, Chris. And we copy you have traffic. Thank you again for doing the check-in on the Richmond County React. Again, if you want to find out more information about the Richmond County React, you can go to their website, richmondcountyreact.org. There you'll learn about what the Richmond County does as skilled volunteer communicators and what they and how to join them. So thank you all again.
Breakneck control.
Go ahead for the break.
Yeah, this is WRSW610. I had a meeting. I was late. Please check in.
Copy that, 640. I've got you checked in. Chris, did you copy that? React 8 was checking in.
Copy that, Mark. I didn't want to interrupt you being that you took over as net control, but we'll put them down as checked in. Thank you, Nelson, for checking in.
All right. Well, we had heard from Paul Haggerty with the Jersey Coastal Emergency Alert Services. They are out for the next couple of weeks doing swiftwater rescue training, so they will not be checking in. But if you do want to learn more about the Jersey Coastal Emergency Services and how to join their group, you can go to jcaes.org. This is WREZ 914, and you're listening to the Thursday night Broadnet meeting. Again, tonight's live stream on YouTube is sponsored by Richmond County React. This net meets every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern and is open to all members. The Broadnet GMRS system is a membership-only system, so before you can transmit, you must first join. Anyone with an FCC license is welcome to join for free. In addition to repeater access, you may connect to us through the GMRS Live Node 1420, our Zello channel, or through your Simplex node. For more information, including how to become a member here on the Broadnet, go to our website, broadnetgmrs.net. I'll now begin the general membership check-in. I will call for new check-ins afterwards, so please be patient. WQZR739, Joel.
Net control, please copy WQCR739, coming to you from the 625 in the Bronx. Thank you for running the net. We'll have traffic announcements.
Copy that. We got you down 739 coming to us from the Bronx with traffic. WRKJ296, Chris.
Good evening, Net Control. Please check in WRKJ296. I hope I'm hitting the repeater.
Copy that, 296. You were hitting it with a little static. We got you checked in. WQUZ499, Edwin.
Good evening, Mike. This is WQUZ499, Edwin, with no traffic.
All right, 499, Edwin, we've got you checked in. No traffic. WQRL3471.
Good evening, Mark. This is WQRL347. No traffic at the moment. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Juan. We've got you checked in there from somewhere in the Bronx. No traffic. WROH733, Mike.
Control, here is WROH733, Mike from Brooklyn on the 625 machine in the Bronx. No traffic, and thanks for running the net.
All right, thank you, Mike 733, for checking in tonight and coming in on RF. We appreciate that. WRAF 805, Walter.
WRAF 805, Walter from Yonkers, checking in. Thank you, Mark.
All right, Walter, we got you checked in there from Yonkers. WRJS 337, John.
This is John, WRJS 337, New Athens, Illinois. Thank you for hosting. Everybody have a good night and safe weekend coming up.
All right, copy that, 337. John, we got you checked in from New Athens, Illinois, and y'all have a good weekend too. WRFL 821, Daryl. WRKM 273, Benjamin. WQWU 433, Kevin. WQRH 355, Joe.
WQRH 355, Joe, Nassau County, New York. No traffic. Good evening.
Good evening, Joe. We've got you checked in there from Nassau County, New York. Thank you. WRFJ 490, Josh.
J490, Josh, Lake Placid, New York. Thanks for running the net, Mark.
Thank you, 490, Josh, for checking in from Lake Placid, New York. WRMR871, Rob.
WRMR871, Rob, from Staten Island, no traffic.
Thank you, 871, Rob. We've got you checked in from Staten Island, no traffic. WQRL 347, Unit 1, Candy. WRKA 792, Mike.
Okay, 792. Checking in.
$792, Mike, we've got you checked in. Thank you. Let's see, hold on. WRHW 640, Nelson.
Channel, heading, back channel, button. Contact key on repeater system. Repeat to 11 to... Contact key on repeater system. Repeat to 11 to go. Button. Talk to contact key on repeater system. Contact key on repeater system.
WRKP 401, Robert. WROH 602, Crystal had checked in. She is a board member. She's our secretary and events coordinator. But she unfortunately had surgery this week, and so she's not going to be able to join us. But she did check in with me on Sunday because she had surgery on Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and check her in here tonight because I know she would check in if she could. Unless you're still out there, Crystal 602, go ahead if you're out there. If not, we'll move on. All right, nothing heard from Crystal, so we'll just keep her checked in here for tonight, and we'll move on to WQYM 547, Ray. WQVV 468, Sunny, checked in before the net. They were having a little bit of weather over there, and so he didn't think he was going to be able to check in tonight. So we checked him in pre-net. WRMW 805, Chris.
Good evening, Net Control. This is WRMW 805 checking in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
All right, thank you. 805, Chris, we got you checked in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. WRCN 747, Victor.
This is WRCN 747, Victor, Jersey City, checking in. Good evening to all.
Good evening, Victor. 747. We've got you checked in from Jersey City. WROG 342, Frank.
WROG 342, Frank from Mount Vernon, New York. Coming in on 625. Mark, thank you for running the net. Back to you.
342, Frank, we appreciate you checking in on RF from Mount Vernon, New York tonight. We got you checked in with no traffic. WROL 223, David. David, we've got you checked in. Be advised you had a lot of static there, but I was able enough to pick you out. So thank you for checking in tonight. WRKZ 368, Craig had checked in early. He said he was having a busy night at work. WRDN 973, Todd. WRJU 231, Rich.
WRJU 231, Rich, checking in from Alpine, New Jersey. Thanks, Mark.
.231, Rich, we got you checked in tonight. No traffic from Alpine, New Jersey. WROI 219, Irvin. Copy that. 219, Irvin, we've got you checked in tonight on the 625. Be advised you were staticky kind of too. Had some static out there. WRFH 639, Richard.
Good evening, Mark. This is WRFH 639, Richard in Brooklyn, New York. No traffic.
639, Richard in Brooklyn, New York. We copy that. No traffic. We've got you checked in tonight. WQZQ 298, Teddy. WRON 811, Fabian checked in via, I think, Facebook or the stream. They checked in over the internet. They were not able to make it. They're studying tonight. WROW 355, Andre.
Yeah, this is Andre, WRW 355, checking in Mount Bethel. Thank you, Mark.
355, Andre, we got you checked in from Mount Vessel with no traffic. Thank you for checking in tonight. WROG 757, Scott.
Good evening from Nashville, Tennessee. This is WROG 757.
757, Scott, we've got you checked in from Nashville, Tennessee. Thank you for checking in. No traffic. WRMT 305, Brian.
JFK Airport, Jamaica Bay, no traffic.
.305, Brian, we got you checked in from Jamaica Bay, JFK Airport. No traffic. Thank you for checking in tonight. WRPD 551, Steve.
Good evening, Mark and everybody.
WRMA 852, Eddie from Queens, no traffic. Net control.
Okay, hold on a second. I got a call for net control. Steve, we got you checked in. 852, we got you checked in. Go ahead, net control.
Sorry about that, net control. This is 296. I just was listening to checking in. I think that's correct. I think that's Sunny from Florida.
Okay, you're really broken there. You're really staticky. I heard you say something about Sunny from Florida and some check-ins. I'm not sure. I missed part of that transmission. Go ahead.
Mark, I'll come back and get closer to the PTH.
Yeah, Mark, be advised that weather conditions in New York City is rough right now. A lot of rain, a lot of rain, a lot of rain.
Net control on a recheck.
All right, I had a call for net control 973. Go ahead. WRDN 973, Todd, I've got you checked in. I'm not sure if you had any other traffic.
WRKZ 368, net control.
.368, go ahead.
Yeah, be advised, New York's going to have some heavy thunderstorms near Woodbridge Township, New Jersey, heading into Yonkers area, so if you're going to hear any more from the repeater, it's going to be very choppy. Looks like the weather's missing me here, but thank you for running that, Mark. I appreciate it.
All right, copy that, Craig. We got you checked in here tonight. We appreciate the update on the weather. Hopefully we can finish the net and get everyone checked in here. I know the weather is getting kind of bad, so yeah, y'all stay safe out there if you're traveling. I know y'all might be in some rain. Remember to slow down when driving on the roadways, especially at night when it makes it even more difficult to see.
Net control.
Go ahead for net control. 2926.
Good day, Mark. Just checking in quick. I got to run back into the ER. My wife is in the ER, so just wanted to check in and say hello and thank you for running the net.
WRKJ296.
All right, 926. Well, we wish you the best of luck. I hope she does well. And thank you for checking in. We've got you checked in tonight.
Net control.
Go ahead, 797.
Yeah, this is WRTG 797. Miles, checking in from New Rochelle, New York. The only traffic I have is, yes, I can confirm the weather over here is pretty bad. So it's going to be a bit rough. And, yeah, I can confirm thunderstorms are moving in. So anybody in the Yonkers, New Rochelle, Westchester area, stay safe, guys.
All right, thank you, 797. Miles, I see this is the first time you've checked into the net. We've got you down as the first check-in tonight. We do understand that the weather is getting bad out there. Of course, if you have an emergency at any point during this net, please feel free to break in. We have not had any severe thunderstorms issued yet or any official warnings from the National Weather Service yet. But if they issue them, we will come on here and we'll break in with those as they come out.
All right, received. And yeah, this isn't my first check-in. It's just I haven't been active. I've been busy with school. So yeah, but I'm glad to be back on the net. It's been a while.
Move on with the net.
All right. Steve, 551, we had you checked in. Sorry, there was a bunch of that going on. We're going back to the roll call here. Next on my list is Tony, WRNB 581. I'm sorry, Tyrone, 581. WROR 906, Tony. WRDA 947, Roy and Leah. WRMA 819, Jose.
This is WRMA 819. No traffic, no messages for the net. Back to net control.
Copy that. We've got you checked in, 819. Jose, no traffic. WRKW 877, Antonio.
WRKW 877 in the Bronx. No traffic. Back to that.
$877, Antonio, we've got you checked in from the Bronx. No traffic. WROJ 628, Glenn.
Good evening, everyone. This is WROJ 628 checking in from Clear Lake City, Texas, on the south side of Houston, where it is, the sun is just now setting at 70 degrees and breezy. Those of you in New York, please take care and be safe. I have no traffic. Thank you, Mark, for hosting the net this evening. Back to you, net control.
628, Glenn, we've got you checked in from Clear Lake, Texas. Copy, no traffic. Good to hear you out there. WRFS 326 Alonzo. Sorry guys, I saw something weird on the Zello. I know we've been having some problems with it, so I was giving it a minute to make sure it was caught up. So nothing heard from Alonzo there. We're going to move over to Bob, WRMF 745. WROP 7631. WRJH 792, Freddie. Okay. 792, Freddie, we've got you checked in, no traffic. Thank you for checking in tonight. WQBZ 496. WQBZ 495, Ken.
WQ Zebra Victor 495, checking in from New England. Morning, this is Ken. No traffic. I think we have the last two letters of my call sign transposed. It's Zebra Victor.
$495, Ken. Thank you. I've updated that. Sorry about that. And we've got you checked in here tonight. No traffic. WRHT 661.
WRHT 661 with traffic.
All right, 661, we've got you checked in with traffic tonight. Thank you for checking in from the Pocono Mountains. WRPT 511. WRKZ 367, Richard.
WRKZ 367, Thornwood, New York, checking in. Thank you for running that walk. Over. Yeah.
368. Richard, we got you checked in from Thornwood, New York. Thank you for checking in tonight with no traffic. WRLH 723, Eric. WQXD 3 374, David.
This is WQXD374 checking in. I would like to apologize. I was setting up on the iPhone here, and I accidentally keyed down and couldn't unkey. So that was me with all the synthesizer noise and strange stuff about 20 minutes ago. My apologies for that. Over.
Throw the book at him.
Yeah, that's right, David. Man, it's no, I saw that, and we were able to mute you for a minute until you could figure that out. I figure that's what happened. I've had that happen before, and it's not fault of your own. So we appreciate you letting us know that was you. But yeah, I was the one who muted it until you could reset that phone. So, but thank you for checking in. We got you down with no traffic tonight. WRKY989, Lewis. That concludes my roll call. Do we have anyone that would like to check in for their first time? Please give some room, guys, for their first time checking in tonight on the Broadnet. Please give me your call sign for first-time check-ins on the nightly net. If you've missed your check-in, please give me just a second. I'll get to you.
Net control.
Go ahead for net control.
Mark, it's Chris, WQNR751. I'm going to check in here. Joel told me that to check in on both Broadnet and React side because it's a good thing. So I'm checking in here as well. And again, traffic when we get to it.
Yeah, copy that.
Break to net control.
In with traffic. All right, we had a break out there. Go ahead.
This is WQCR739. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, Mark, I know a few people checked in with traffic. If they could be patient with their traffic, and let's do, after the check-ins, let's do what we were going to do as far as the thing with Chris. And fancy Chris, because 751 goes to sleep early. I want to catch him before he falls out. And then after that, if anyone wants to check in with traffic, we can do that. It's going to be a little hard because I know people want to say that traffic can go, but we have, I think, something that's a little more important than the traffic. So if we can take care of that, and then we'll go to the traffic, we'll appreciate that. WQCR739, back over to you.
All right, copy that. Thank you, Joel 739. Do we have anyone who wants to check in for the first time on the Broadnet tonight? Please give me your call sign, and then I'm going to move to late and miss check-ins. First-time users, please give me your call sign.
Net control.
Go ahead for net control.
Hey, good evening, broadband. I'm awake and home for a change. WRAW556, Tony, Palmetto, Florida. No traffic for the net.
WRHA556, Tony, is that correct?
Whiskey Romeo Alpha Whiskey 556. WRAW556.
All right, I appreciate that. I got you down, Tony. Yeah, it's been a while since we talked to you there, and hopefully everything's going all right.
No, everything's good. Yeah, I work midnights. I'm usually asleep when this is happening. I happen to be around today, and I thought I'd hop on here. I like to hear you guys and see what's going on. But yeah, everything's going real good. And hello, everybody on Broadnet. Have a good evening. No traffic. WREW 556.
Tony from GMRS Live.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
This is WQCR 739. Thanks again. We haven't heard you in a while. Tony is one of the owners of the GMRS Live. He hosts our hub on his thing there, the GMRS Live, and I want to personally thank him for everything he does for the Broadnet. Thanks, Tony. Haven't heard you in a while. Hopefully everything is okay in your end.
Yeah, it is. That's Edwin, right? Yeah, everything's fine. Like I say, I work midnights, and usually I go to bed about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and get back up at 11:30 and go to work, so I'm never around for it. And I happen to be off today, and I'm sitting here going through some stuff, and I'm like, hey, the Broadnet's going on, so I jumped in here to listen to it. Every chance I get, I come down here. I might not always say anything, but I listen whenever I get a chance. But yeah, everything's going good. I'm glad you guys are doing good.
All right. Thank you, 556 Tony, for checking in tonight. Again, one of the network owner-operators there of the GMRS Live, who's been helping us stay linked together. We got you checked in from Florida. We appreciate that. Do we have anyone else that would like to check in for the first time tonight on the net? Please give your call sign. Late Miss
Control comment.
Go ahead, comment.
805, Walter. Just wanted to relay the message from 296. He said Sonny wanted you to check with it. Sonny is WQVD 468.
All right, thank you, Walter. I've already got Sonny checked in. He called about 30 minutes prior to the net starting, saying that they were having some weather down there in Florida. So I've got him checked in. Thank you again, Walter, for the relay of the message. We appreciate it. Late missed check-ins, please call now with your call sign. Late or missed check-ins. We're looking for you.
WRFL 821.
821, Daryl, we've got you checked in. We appreciate that. Do you have traffic?
No traffic at this time. Sorry I didn't do it earlier, but I kind of fell asleep. Tony, he bores me to death.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Daryl. Got that. I don't get to talk to Tony as much as I probably want to or should. So yeah, I need to call him. Maybe I'll call him later tonight if he's got a minute. But thanks for checking in. Anyone else later missed check-ins, please go ahead.
WQRL 347 Unit 1. Bronze, Candy here. Good evening. Net control. Late check-in. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're all good. It's okay, Candy. WQRL 347 Candy checking in from the Bronx. We appreciate it, Candy, and we got you checked in tonight. This is WREZ 914 is Net Control. Do we have any other later missed check-ins? Please give your call sign. All right, later missed check-ins. Come on. They want to do some announcements, so let's get these done with. We're going to move on pretty quick here off the roll call. Last chance, later missed.
check-in, WRMF 745, Bob, Homestead, Florida.
Bob, Homestead, Florida. We got you checked in. There was a double in there. Go ahead, double.
Mark, it's WRKJ296. I'd like to check in for WRON 811, Fabian from Ohio. He's checking in through our Facebook page.
All right, copy that. We got 811, Fabian checked in from Ohio tonight. All right, that has it then. We'll conclude the check-ins. Again, if you want to check in late, please wait until after everyone has traffic, as I know people have some stuff they want to talk about. And I'm looking at Bob's profile here on the Zello channel from Florida, and that is a really big snake he is holding in that picture. So I just thought I'd like to mention that. And he's got Gator as his title on it. All right. Thank you, everyone who checked in tonight on the Broadnet. Our preliminary totals for tonight is, I'll get back to you on that. I did something wrong. But all right, let me turn it over to, I think, Chris or Joel. I'm not sure who goes first. I guess Chris, since he has to go to bed soon. So WQNR751, Chris, go ahead with your traffic tonight, please.
All right, Mark, thanks for letting me get in there. So, the end of this month, April 30th, Richmond County REACT will be having their first barbecue and meeting of the year. The nicer weather is here, so all our members are getting together. We're going to have a barbecue at my house. Should anybody want a ham license, we are doing ham testing that day. In all fashions, meaning technician, general, and extra. So, it's open to the public, the license portion of it. If you want to know something about Richmond County REACT, you could more than happily come at 1 o'clock. We'll be more than happy to tell you all about Richmond County REACT. You could come for the barbecue. You could come for the ham testing. If you want to do ham testing, it's open to the public. Richmond County REACT will have their check-in from 12 to 1 and their meeting, and then after that it'll be their if you want to do a license, like I said, rather it be technician, general, or extra, we'll be hosting it. Quite a few people already signed up, so if you would like to get signed up, please reach out to me or Joel. Joel knows how to get a hold of me, and we have only limited slots on all tests, so they're filling up quickly. So get back to us and let us know if you'd like to make that so. Back over to you, Net Control.
All right, thank you, 751, for that. Again, like you said, we're going to use part of tonight's net for a little ham study following the net itself. We're going to just go over a few questions like you'd see them on the technician level tests. We thought that would be a good way for anyone that is going to participate in this new ham testing session in about a month. Give them a chance to try to study up. So if you're not interested in that, then like I said, that'll be after the net. We'll have a short break before we do the ham study group, and it'll be about a 20-minute ham study. All right, we had another person in there with traffic, 739. Joel, go ahead with your traffic, sir.
Good evening. The time is 9:00 p.m.
739. Thank you, Mark. I paused there for a minute because repeater was IDing. I'm going to have whoever else had traffic to come in first, so I'm probably going to be a little long-winded with the traffic I have. So let the other guys that checked in with traffic, let them come in through with their traffic, and then I'll come in with my traffic, Mark. Back over to you. Thank you.
All right, copy that. Mark 661 from Poconos. You had traffic too, you said. Go ahead.
Yeah, what were you saying before about Broadnet? What did they do recently? Where they got a board of directors and everything now?
Yeah, that's correct. The Broadnet now has a 7-member board of directors. It is filing for nonprofit status. So yeah, we have a good group of guys to handle any issues that come up and try to hope to expand and grow the Broadnet. It's hard to do everything when you're a single person or a couple of guys, so we thought this would be a really good way to help bring other people in to continue to grow the Broadnet. So we look forward to working with everyone in the board, and we'll probably end up with monthly board meetings. So if you need to get a hold of any of us, you can always go to the website, or you can get us on the radio. Most of us are usually monitoring here during the day. Go ahead, Mark.
All right, sounds good to me. Oh, by the way, you sound like a mud duck.
Yeah, copy that. I switched over to RF for just a second so I could get up, since I'm not having to do roll call real quick. All right, did anyone else have traffic? I just had those people down marked. Maybe I missed someone. If you have any traffic, please go ahead with your call sign. If not, we'll move over to 739's announcements. But go ahead with your call sign if you have traffic for the net.
WRKJ296.
Go ahead, Chris.
Mark, I'd like to check in some people from the live stream, if possible.
Can you text me who's checking in so I can let Joel go with his traffic? Can you just send me a text message?
Go ahead with the check-in. Announce the check-ins, please.
Yeah, I'd like to check in Freddie G, WRAJH 792. I would also like to check in WRKZ 368 and WRMA 548. They might be double check-ins, but they did check in on the live stream. Back to you, Net Control.
Okay, copy that. 792 368 is a double, and then 548.
WRKJ296.
That is a copy. Back to you.
All right, go ahead if you have traffic with your call sign. If you had traffic for the net tonight, please give your call sign.
This is WQCR 17. All right, 368 is trying to get in through the Zello. That station trying to check in through Zello. Go ahead.
Copy. It's WRKZ368. I just had a quick question. I don't know if it was going to be going over or not. Oh, it's about the repeaters. I know we had like 2 upcoming repeaters. If we could have some sort of status update on those and see what status they're at, see if they're going to be up maybe by the summer.
Yeah, Roger, that I can answer that, Mark. So yeah, we're still working on those sites. Again, I was busy the past month. Just now, getting a little slow where I can move around and do things. I'm the one that does the repeaters for the Broadnet, at least for the tri-state area. The one in Atlantic City, I know you've been asking about that Atlantic City. We just finally drafted a proposal for them. I'm going to submit that proposal. We submitted a proposal for another site in the Bronx. Connecticut was away for a while. He just checked in. I believe he checked in today too, but I heard him last week and spoke to him briefly. We're going to work on that one. Florida, I don't know when is that going to happen, because we lost contact with the person that was in Florida. But again, if anyone that has a repeater or a node or a link that wants to hook up to the Broadnet, reach out. We'll help you get it connected, whether it's here or at GMRS Live. We'll get it connected. Yeah, as far as the repeaters that you talking about, I think you want to know about the Atlantic City one. We just submitted a proposal, or we just drafted a proposal, and we're going to submit it this week, and hopefully I'll have better news for you. Does that answer your question? Back over to you.
It does, Sergio. I appreciate your response. Yeah, I've been asking about the Atlantic City repeater as I have a mobile up here in Tom's River, and I know I could definitely connect to that one with no problems. It's just we're just playing the waiting game. So let me know as soon as you can. You got my contact information. I guess let me know whenever it's up, and I'll be the first one to test it out for you. I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone in the net.
Be understood. All right, thank you. All right, Mark, if I may, if no one else has any announcement, any traffic for the Broadnet, we'll stand by for a couple of seconds to see if anyone else has any traffic. If not, then I'll proceed with my traffic. WQCR 739, standing by. Okay, hearing no traffic. I have an announcement, and it has to do with the Zello, our Zello interface. I've been doing Zello now, going roughly about 5 years now. We try to use the latest technology to connect the Zello into the hub. The Zello company was recently sold to a Chinese company, and to be frank, they've been shitting on us. Hopefully we don't have any kids listening. Sorry about that. But anyway, they slowed down our bandwidth where the Zello is not working the way it's supposed to be working. Somehow they found out the type of Zello that I'm using, the gateway that I'm using, and whether they're targeting me or they're doing it to everyone, I don't know. But they slowed down our bandwidth where the Zello sounds very crappy. That's not the type of system I like to run. I like everyone to sound clear. There's a big delay on the Zello. The audio quality is crappy. There is nothing I could do in my end. Zello reached out to me. They want me to get a paid subscription, which is Zello Work. Let me break for a second. They're trying to get me to get into the Zello Work. The thing with the Zello Work is that there's a subscription for that for all users. All users will have to pay $10. But the quality of the audio and the back and forth from Zello to RF will be instantaneously, meaning it will be like if you had a radio. I'm using something like that now. We use the free app, but we have it modified that we use a dashboard and a gateway. I don't use Vox like a lot of other people using. So the Zello at one time was working perfect. Audio and everything was working good. now all of a sudden that they sold the company, and whether they found out what I was using or what, we might have to transition our Zello to either the pay one. I have Edwin, Mark, and all our board members looking into something that we can do. If we can fix it, we'll try to fix it. We're working on that. We might be moving over to a different platform. If we move to a different platform, we'll notify everyone. The idea is to stay with Zello because everyone is familiar with the Zello. It's easier for everyone to use. But to have this type of quality on Zello, I don't like it. It doesn't sound right, and it's not the type of system that me and our board members want to run. You guys might not hear the difference because you guys are talking from Zello to Zello on a phone, but when it comes to the RF, it's sounding very crappy. There's a big delay. This is why there's problems when you guys check in on the Zello with Mark. Sometimes Mark proceeds and you guys are still trying to check in. He's gotten it to where he gives you a little time, but it's just getting horrible, and we're going to try to fix it. I'll announce it. If we go to the pay app, you guys most likely will have to pay $10 a month. That $10 will let you use the Zello for 30 days. We're trying to get something free where we don't have to pay for anything. We have one of the highest subscriptions of Zello users in Zello, so I'm trying to talk to them to see if they can work something out with me. Again, I will let everyone know. Maybe you guys can call Zello and let them know that whatever's happening is wrong. I've spoken to tech support. I've spoken to like 5 different people, and they're all giving me the runaround. Let me break for a second. Real quick. So the way we run the Zello is a little different than everyone else, because I know a few of you guys have Zello and connect to other repeaters through Zello, and you guys probably have no problems. We run our Zello on the hub itself, and then the repeaters go also on the hub. So when a repeater modulates, it goes through the hub. The Zello that's on the hub picks it up and transmits it over to your guys' phone, and vice versa. So it's a little different. Anyway, I'll keep rambling about this. I will either let you guys know verbally here through the nets that we have. Mark will probably email everyone, or I will announce it on the website, but I'll let everyone know before I make any decision on what we're going to do. Not our board members make the decision on what we're going to do. Richmond County React is working on his Zello. Hopefully he'll have his Zello up and running this week, and his guys will be able to check in and out through Zello. I had some more traffic, but there's more important things that are happening tonight as far as this testing that we're going to do with Richmond County React on the 30th or the 31st, I believe. So I'm going to let Mark take care of that with, I think, Chris 296 is going to help him do that, and someone else. I'm not sure who it is. But yeah, I'm going to let that traffic come through, and 73s to everyone. Appreciate everyone that's participating in the check-ins, everyone that supports us on the website. We have 300, from last time I checked, we have 360-something. Thank you, Chris. So yeah, I think the ham test is on the 30th. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we appreciate everyone. We have 369 members in our website. We appreciate everyone that supports us. Please check us out on the Facebook and on the YouTube Live. I was mentioning earlier that the YouTube Live is done by one person, Chris. He does that on his own time. We do have sponsors from time to time. If you go there now, you see that Richmond County React is sponsoring tonight's YouTube feed. If you like to sponsor us, you like to put a picture of you, your radio, your equipment, your family up there, reach out to me. I'll let you know how we do that. We'll collect some information and have Chris put your picture or whatever it is that you want to put up there to sponsor next week's YouTube. You can also go there and give us a thumbs up, subscribe, so we can have the YouTube algorithms put us up there. All right. I'll keep on. So I'm going to let this go, and I'm going to give it back to Mark. Mark, thank you for running the net. WQCR 739, back over to you, clear.
Break. All units be advised. Flash flood warning issued for Westchester County and surrounding areas, including parts of New Jersey and Long Island.
WQIM 547. Delayed check-in. 7, we got you in there with the late check-in. That person that's checked in with the break with weather advice, we appreciate you. The repeater does have a weather announcement. It just advises us of the weather alert, so we appreciate you. I'm going to hand this back to Mark. Everyone stand by for a second and let Mark take back control of the net. Go ahead, Mark.
All right, thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, I was trying to watch for any watches or warnings. We understand that, and I'm not seeing it pop up, so that must have just came out. So I don't have all the details on that flash flood or flooding warning that was just issued quite yet.
I don't know if you heard, but Ray's trying to check in there. I don't know if you want to let him check in, but we're standing by.
Copy that. Yep. Ray, I got you checked in. WQYM 547. Did you have any traffic tonight, Ray?
WQYM 547. Now checked in late due to a birthday celebration in the QTH here.
All right, copy that. Very good. Well, that's something to celebrate, I tell you, with everything you've been going through. At least a birthday is good news.
I'm sorry, Mark, can you repeat that?
I said that's something positive to celebrate tonight, a birthday. You know, this week has been filled with some challenges for you and your family over there, so we're glad that y'all are actually able to celebrate something that is positive.
That's okay, thank you. My birthday today, turned the big 50.
Happy birthday, Ray. WRPD 551.
Happy birthday from WRKZ 368 Greg.
WQCR 739. Happy birthday, Ray.
Happy birthday from WRTV 797 Miles.
Okay, I think we all stepping on each other. But happy birthday, Ray. WQCR 739. Wish you many more.
WRKZ 368 to Ben. You might need to turn your setting a little bit down. You're a little too loud on our ends here on Zello.
WRKJ296.
Okay, I finally found it here. The area flood warning that was issued just a couple of minutes ago from the National Weather Service out in New York. It's a flood warning in effect until 12:15 a.m. until flooding is caused by excessive rainfall and is expected. Portions of the northeast New Jersey and southeast New York, including the following counties: in northeast New Jersey, Bergen, East Essex, Hudson, Passaic, and Union. In southeast New York, Orange, Richard, Staten Island, Rockland, and Westchester until 12:15 a.m. Let me reset. Impacts: flooding of rivers, creeks, small streams, and other low-lying flood-prone areas is immediate and imminent or occurring. Streams continue to rise due to excess rainfall runoff from earlier rains. It will take several hours for the waters from these storms to work their way through local drainage systems in urban areas. Again, a lot of this is radar indicated, but they are receiving some reports of some minor flooding at this time. As a precaution, please turn around. Do not drown when encountering flooded roadways. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Especially be cautious at night when it's harder to recognize the dangers of floodings. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive through flooded roads. WREZ 914, clear of the area flood warning.
WRKZ 368, weather alert. Permission to take over.
Yeah, go ahead, 368.
I have a special weather statement issued by the National Weather Service in New York at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Strong thunderstorms will impact portions of southern Fairfield, Hudson, Passaic, Bergen, northeastern Essex, Westchester, southeastern Orange, Putnam, Bronx, Rockland, and New York Manhattan counties through 10 p.m. At 9:08 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm along the line from Lake to Mont Haven. Moving was northeast at 45 miles per hour. Wind gusts is 40 to 45 miles per hour. Source will be radar indicated. Locations impacted would include Jersey City, Yonkers, Patterson, Stamford, Norwalk, New Rochelle, Passaic, White Plains, Wayne, Mont Haven, Hoboken, Bloomfield, East Tremont, Hackensack, and New City. Precautionary actions. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with these storms and may lead to localized flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Frequent cloud-to-ground lightning is also occurring with these storms. Lightning can strike 10 miles away from a thunderstorm. Seek a safe shelter inside a building or vehicle. Turn around. Do not drown. It's effective until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time by the National Weather Service, New York. WRKZ 368, special weather statements cleared.
All right, copy that. Thank you, 368. Does anyone else have any traffic tonight for the net? Please give your call sign.
Net control.
Go ahead, this is net control.
Mark, I have one more check-in from the live stream. It's WRKY989, Lou from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Copy that. We got Lou checked in from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Thank you. All right, well, with nothing else heard, we'll go ahead and wrap up this Thursday's check-in and roundtable. Thank you for everyone who had announcements. Thank you for everyone who checked in. Please stand by. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. If you would like to do some of the ham study, again, I'll be reading questions right off the ham exam for the technician license, and we'll see how close you are getting these right. Again, give me about 5 minutes, and like I said, we'll end the net here now. So we appreciate everyone coming in tonight with traffic. This is WREZ914. Y'all have a good evening out there at Broadnet, and we'll be back next week at 8 p.m. on Thursday for another regional check-in. We're releasing the channel at this point, and please be mindful of the weather. Thank you.
WRTZ368, if anyone would like me to double check the weather in their area if they plan on going out, let me know. I got my radar scope open for the next 10 minutes. Again, this is WRTZ368.
Hey, thanks 368 for keeping an eye on that weather there. I appreciate it. I don't know if it's going to get much worse than it is now. It just looks like, just some kind of minor flooding. I'm sure there's a couple of inches of water on the roadways and stuff at this point. But this stuff continues to push up. Again, all night tonight it's going to be raining. So if you are having to travel, just be mindful, especially if it's raining heavy in the area you're in.
Yeah, over here, I'm not getting any rain, to be honest. It's just a little bit of here and there. But we're getting the wind as I'm along the water side in the Jersey Shore here. But besides that, most of the heavy rain is going to be in Bergen County, New York. You got maybe Yonkers, Manhattan, Brooklyn, New York City, right in the heart. You're going to be getting it for the next 2-3 hours as that system's going to be moving in northeast. Should all be out by 2 a.m. That's what the model is saying in the European model. But besides that, if Joel's on still, if Joel hears me, this is WRKZ368. You can respond when you can.
Yeah, go ahead for WQCR 739.
Hey Joe, it's WRTZ368. I was gonna pick you up on that offer and that sponsoring. If you want to give me a call, I don't know how you want to go about that. Just let me know.
Yeah, copy that. What you do is give me a double L tomorrow after 11, and I'll give you the particulars and have you, if you want to sponsor it for next Thursday, we'll have you sponsor it next Thursday. Let me know what you have in mind.
Copy. Yeah, I run a local skater news page, so I was gonna sponsor that for you guys. Hopefully get some of our traffic from there. We got maybe 10,000 people, so maybe we can get some people to tune into the YouTube. Maybe have some more people see with the net, and maybe get more members. But yep, I'll give you a holler after 11 tomorrow. You want me to do it on here or contact you through the phone number through the Broadnet.
Yeah, Roger. Call me on a 00.
10-4, sir. Copy.
Copy that. All right. We standing by. Waiting for Mark to come back with what he's doing there. WQCR 739 standing by.
Copy. WRKZ 368 standing by in Tom's River. You all stay safe tonight, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow.
On the net, this is WREZ 914. We'll begin a little ham study here for the technician exam license. We're going to go over a couple of recommendations. Again, the test would be held at the Richmond County REACT meet at the end of the month. That's that last Saturday at the end of April. If you want more information on that, I'm going to direct you to the website for now, but get a hold of those guys. I think it starts later in the morning or early afternoon. So anyways, the point of this net is I'm going to read a few questions, and I'll see if anyone can help me answer them, and maybe explain a little bit about the reasoning behind the answer to the question. If anyone has any additional questions, we can try to answer those too. This should take about 20 minutes, and again, I'm not running this as a net style, so if you do have local traffic, we know there is some pretty heavy rain in the area, or if you just want to listen in and not really say anything, it's kind of up to you. But just kind of go, and again, if anyone wants to break in during this, they're more than welcome to. You have to excuse me, I'm finally getting to sit down to eat some dinner here after doing the net. I can't do it when I'm at the computer. So I might have a few smaller breaks in between. All right, we'll get started here. Question 1 tonight is, which of the following is the purpose of amateur radio service as stated in the FCC rules and regulations? Any of these, all these answers, one is answer A is all the answers are correct. Answer B, advancing skills in the technical and communication phase of the radio art. Answer C to be providing personal radio communication for as many citizens as possible. And answer D would be providing communication for international non-profit organizations. Again, what's the purpose of the amateur radio service as stated by the FCC?
This is WREW640. I'm gonna go with the second option.
Okay, yeah, 640 Nelson, thank you. Yeah, that's correct. Advancing the skills in the technical communication phase of the radio art. That is the definition that they are looking for here on this question. Again, these are full of questions that might be asked during the test exam, so it's really helpful if you can go over all of the questions and at least see them all once. I definitely recommend, if you have a computer or internet phone, to download either the app or go to the website. QRZ.com has a service that offers it. You can also go to hamstudy.org. They also sell or offer these programs. They're relatively cheap. What I did when I practiced was I just downloaded it on my phone, and when I had a few minutes at work during lunch breaks and stuff, I would sit there and answer a few questions. And I did that for like a week or two, and then I went and passed the exam. Other answers here talked about providing communication for international nonprofit organizations. That's really not the purpose of the amateur radio as in the FCC rules, nor is providing personal communications for as many citizens as possible. That's kind of the cell phone company's world at this point in day and age. So yes, correct. That was the correct answer, is advancing skills and communication phase of the radio art. Talks about licensing, so obviously you have to be licensed to communicate here on GMRS and on the amateur band. But what is the proof of possession of an FCC-issued operator primary license grant? Basically, what proof do you have to have according to the FCC that you're licensed? Is it A, printed primary station license issued by the FCC must be displayed at the transmitter site? B, all of these choices are correct. C, the control operator must have an operator primary station license in his or her possession when control of a transmitter. Or the last one, D, the control operator primary station license must appear in the FCC ULS Consolidated License Database.
All of the above.
All right, just like we have advances in technology, like we have DMR radios in the amateur side, and all these cell phones and everything else, the internet has really grown to be a place where the FCC is looking for your license. They don't really care if you have a printed copy nowadays. What they want to do is they want to go to their database and find you registered in there. That's really where the proof is nowadays. So the answer would be D. The control operator primary station license must appear in the FCC's ULS Consolidated License Database. You do not have to have a printed, displayed copy of your license any longer. As long as they can look it up in their database, you can transmit. Our third question for the evening. Which of the following entities recommends transmit receive channels and other parameters of auxiliary and repeater stations? Is it the voluntary frequency coordinator recognized by the local amateurs? Is it the frequency spectrum manager appointed by the FCC? The International Telecommunications Union? Or the FCC Regional Field Office? Who recommends the transmit receive channels?
The VE.
Yeah, correct. The volunteer frequency coordinator is recognized by local amateurs. So every region typically has one of these. It's usually a person who's has several years of experience in radio. They're part of several groups, and when the group or club requests another frequency for a repeater they're putting up, they usually check with this person to see what channels are open as to prevent any interference. Unlike here on GMRS, don't get the two confused. In GMRS, there is no coordinator. Nobody regulates or coordinates the GMRS channels, and sometimes we do have problems, especially in highly dense areas. We're still in rules and regs. And another question that might appear on your ham exam. What is WILFO? I can't speak. Hold on, let me reset. When is willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted? When is it allowed to willfully interfere with other amateur radio stations? At any time the stations in the amateur radio service are not protected from willful interference. Or making short test transmissions to stop another amateur station when breaking the FCC rules. At no time. When is it allowed to interfere?
Give me a second, Mark. Hey, Nelson, any reason why you keying up over his transmission?
I was just trying to let him know I was going to give the answer. My fault. I'm sorry.
Copy, yeah. Let's let him finish. Don't listen to him on the Zello because there's a delay. Listen to him on the RF. If you're listening to him on the Zello, there's a delay. That's probably what's happening. Listen to it on the RF and then key up because you're not. When you key up, you overkey him, and other people that are listening on the RF is not hearing him. Okay, sorry, Mark.
And repeat it real quick. The question on the test might read, when is willful interference to other amateur radio stations permitted? This is for your ham license. At any time when making test transmissions to stop another station from breaking the rules, or at no time.
D. I would say D.
That is correct. At no time are you allowed to willfully interfere with other people's transmissions. You are not the FCC police. If they're doing something wrong, let them do it wrong. Do not try to interfere with them from doing it wrong. If you're testing a radio, really you should be using a dummy load. That is a device that absorbs the RF frequency without burning up your radio. Do not test your radio when other people are trying to talk. Yeah, basically you can't ever do it.
WQCR7K. Mark, so you telling me I can't flip on Nelson then when he interferes?
You can't willfully interfere with Nelson if he's interfering, meaning you can't try to key up every time he keys up to block him because, you know, you're mad at him. You have to let him get his transmission. Even if it's wrong, or violating the rules. It says that you won't interfere with his transmission. You can get mad at him, but you can't interfere with his transmissions. Again, this is the rules for the ham license. But these rules kind of apply to GMRS too in some sense. Again, you're not supposed to interfere. Let me reset. One example I have of this is you hear kids down the block playing on their handheld radios, and you got this big 50-watt GMRS radio, and you want to key over those kids and talk to them and make it hard for them to use their radio. That is not correct. That is actually illegal per the rules. You're breaking the rules if you are doing that, even if they're kids and you don't like that they're talking about video games or hide and go seek on the radio. It is prohibited to actually willfully interfere with those kids. All right, let's move on to the next one. What is, looking for a definition here, or some way to explain this, what is the International Telecommunications Union, or the ITU? Is it a United Nations agency for information and communication technology issues? Or is it a department of the FCC? Or is it an independent frequency coordinating agency? Or is the ITU an agency of the United States Department of Telecommunication Management?
Mark, could you run that question back again? I didn't get a whole transmission on the question.
What is the International Telecommunications Union, ITU? Is it a United Nations agency for information, communication, and technology? A department of the FCC? An independent frequency coordinating agency? Or is it an agency of the United States State Department, Telecommunication Management?
I would take a guess. I'd say FCC maybe?
All right, well, actually the correct answer here they're looking for would be the United Nations Agency for Information, Communication, Technology Issues. So on this kind of a question, you would kind of look a little more at the definition here. A United Nations agency, meaning there's multiple people involved, which would essentially make it a union of non-related people, a union coming together of people. Versus all the other answers in this pool, if we're looking at it, such as the FCC, Independent Frequency Coordinator, or the agency of the Telecommunication Management, all those are not like union type setups. Those are all kind of individually managed places. So yeah, you kind of have to read a little into these questions. If it's asking about a union, you're looking for a word or a couple of words that would define what a union would traditionally be thought of as.
WQIM 547. Mark, got a question.
Oh, 547, right? Go ahead. 547.
WQIN 547, Mark, you copy me. My question was, what source of information are you getting these questions from?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Ray. These questions and answers were released by the amateur testing world. These are the actual test question pool questions. So when you take your exam, there is a pool of questions that they pull from, and this is directly out of the pool of questions that they might ask. So some of these questions might end up on your test in one way or another. Some of them are very similar to each other, and some of them you might not see even though you study on them. So this is coming directly off the test pool for the technician license on the amateur side.
Okay, let me re-ask that question. Are you getting this information from the ARRL book itself, or are you getting this information from another type of book?
Currently, I'm using my app on my phone called hamstudy.org, and they have the test question pool on there as well. QRZ also has them. They do update this pool from time to time, so a lot of these companies have actually found it better to go to these mobile or internet-based applications since print will eventually become obsolete for the question pool. So I'm using the app called hamstudy.org for the question pool. And what's kind of cool is it tells you which question it is of the pool. Like, for example, with the last question talking about the ITU, it is test question number T1B01, which means that it actually references to that of the test bank.
Okay, my concern is that when you read the question and you give the answers, that's great. But when you give the correct answer, or in this case, Nelson gave the incorrect answer. After you give the correct answer, are you reading why it's that answer, or are you just going with what you think is the reasoning for that being the correct answer? And it's not that I'm picking on you, I am not. I'm just trying to get down to the bottom of something before I go to the next step.
No, that's the good thing about these banks of questions is they do offer an explanation right out of the